Hello, hello, hello. We are starting on the dot 7 o'clock. We are starting. So 7 minutes. Seven minutes. Surely more than 13 people are going to join. This is the basics. Like, this is probably the most important workshop to join. So surely more than at least 50 people should join. That is something I don't get. Like, people complain, oh, it's 2 weeks in, it's whatever, I don't make money, but only 14 people join. Like I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't get it. 14 people join, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But we'll see. There's still 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Six minutes. Honey, hitte answer this code. Yes, so. Oh, the window is open. Nice. I'm putting my aircon on 30 degrees Celsius. Yup. Red Bull sugar free. If you don't have Red Bull, you will not succeed. Red Bull sugar free is a key element. It is a key element in the BPO. So if you do not have Red Bull sugar free, do not expect to win. Okay? I don't know how the universe works like that, but that's just something I've realized. Every time I don't have Red Bull sugar free, my profit decreases. Okay, somehow end up in a deficit. So you always need to have Red Bull, and it needs to be sugar free, else you're going to become a diabetic. Where's my lighter? And a candle. I like candles. Looks like I'm gonna summon something, bro. Whoa, I probably shouldn't say that when I'm living alone. I probably shouldn't say that shit. Bro. Why did I say that? Yeah. If there's something behind me, you guys must tell me. Tell me on the WhatsApp group if something is like there. Because I might have summoned some shit now with this candle, I won't lie. Okay, yeah, keep me in your prayers. Thank you. Okay. 3 more minutes. 3 minutes. Then we're starting. So I'm just gonna explain so long what this specific workshop is gonna be about. So the workshops, like there's no questions. There is a 10-minute break, and then I'll answer as much questions as possible. And then afterwards, I'll also include like a 10-15 minute thing where you can ask questions. But while I'm talking and everything, there's no questions. And also for the super basic one, I'm basically YOLOing it. Like I've wrote down exactly what I'm gonna do because it's super, super basic. It's literally from the beginning. It's basically the introduction video and the like setup video. It's super, super, super duper basics. And then the next one is gonna be like under five reviews, and then the other people. But you can join all three if you want. That's why I recommend that you join all of them. But this is very important, and thank you for being here because this is the most important one. And I'm gonna use so this is my I've done like 8 workshops before, but this is my second type of workshop. So I had workshops in the past with students, but this is my second like workshop. Like it's a different month. So because that 8 workshops I did was all the same, so that counts as one workshop. So this is like a new. This is like workshop 2. But yeah, I'm using workshop 1's PDF because I won't lie, I didn't prepare PDF in time. But for the basics, it's literally just gonna be me showing you shit. Like I'm not even gonna use the PDF actually. I'm just gonna show you some stuff. So yeah, just waiting 1 more minute and then I'm starting. 1 more minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll show you guys some things I got from Italy. So this is Rocky, Sylvester Stallone. I got this. And then I also got Leonardo da Vinci, very smart guy. And then I also got another Sylvester Stallone, Rambo 3. Just wasting some time. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let's start the workshop. Oh, and my girl also got me this mini Porsche. It looks more like an Audi R8, I won't lie. But it's a Porsche. It's supposed to be a Porsche. But yeah. Anyways, let the workshop begin. Workshop time, workshop time, workshop, workshop. Okay. Let me share my screen. Shit. Entire screen. Boom. Workshop time. It's time. It's time. Okay, boom. The workshop officially starts. If this is your first workshop, put a thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat. If this is your first workshop ever. Of mine. Like first workshop of mine. Thumbs up in the chat. Okay, okay, okay. 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 Okay, so it's basically everyone. So it's basically everyone's first workshop with me. So how this is going to work, I'm gonna go through the PDF and then I'm just gonna talk a bunch of shit, okay? But I'm gonna share my screen, show you like examples of blah blah blah. It's gonna be super cool. So we'll start. So this is your blueprint to 100,000 Rand per month because that was my goal initially when I started. That was what I wanted to accomplish, and I accomplished that like 6, 7, 8 months ago. So definitely possible, definitely possible, but you need to understand the basics. The basics is the most important thing ever. So this is what we're going to talk about in the basics. The basics, how to get your first client, negotiating cash flow. Like I'm going to talk about all of this stuff, and I'm going to go into more detail that I would go into detail for all the other students that has more than like or while that has any reviews. So I'll go into more detail. That's basically what this one is about, is to go into more detail. So this might be even 3 hours long because I'm going to go super super in detail. Okay, I just need to explain to you what daar bro, moenie daai kak sê nie, moenie daai sê nie. Wie het nou daai gesê? Ek moenie daai sê nie. Want ek het soos koue te gevoel hier op my. Moenie daai doen nie. Ek is low-key bang nou. Anyways, yeah. So, super super basics. This is what we do. We are on freelancer.com, okay? This is us. Freelancer.com. Projects are being posted on Freelancer every single second, as you can see there, 19 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Every single second, there's a project posted on Freelancer. And these projects I mentioned now are all like within these, like I have certain filters. So there's way more posted than this every single second. There's between 2,500 and 3,000 jobs posted every single day on Freelancer. So there's more enough projects for everyone. And something I always try to explain to everyone is there is hundreds of Indians bidding on the same project and hundreds of Indians that have like very good reviews that bid on the same project. Like they make a shit ton of money. So if you see, let's say 5 South Africans or 10 South Africans bidding on the same project, it doesn't mean there's like a shit ton of competition. Yes, maybe for South Africa specifically, but we are a group competing against all other people. The Indians, they basically compete against us. So there's 100 Indians, they all make a shit ton of money. Then that's 100 Indians bidding on the same project. So why can't 10 South Africans bid on the same project? Sometimes one wins, sometimes the other one wins. There's enough for everyone, okay? And we need to think smart, and we need to basically, like, we are at a mini war with the Indians. It's very funny. Obviously, clients would rather choose us over some Indian. So we basically always win. Anyways, projects are posted on Freelancer every single second. You need to like understand that there is a shit ton of projects posted every single second. Let me just open that so long. So here's a project posted, or let me go to an example. Flutter expert for mobile app. So when the client posts a project, I'm gonna go super in detail. Then it's like a whole description. Let me pick another one that's a bit better, more motivating, with more money. Here's a nice one. Google Ads expert. Okay. This client is willing to pay someone £3,000, which is about, I don't know, 70, 80,000 Rand. That is what the client is willing to pay someone for to do something with Google Ads expert for beauty brand. So the thing is, the client writes a whole proposal, but when they write the proposal, not all their requirements are included. So it is fair enough for us to bid on the project with the auto bidder, which I'll talk about in a sec because this is basics, and guess what the price is going to be, because we don't know exactly what the client like wants. We don't know it because there's only like, I don't know exactly how many words you can put here, but you can't put a lot. Okay, so the client can't explain everything here. So you bid on a project and it's called a placeholder bid. So when the software applies for the job, it places a placeholder bid based on certain factors. Okay, so it is fine if you charge the client different on your proposal. Then after you discuss things, you just tell them it's a placeholder bid. This is why, blah blah blah. So anyways, a client posts a job on Freelancer. Now, let's say you need to, now obviously, normally you would need to go to browse projects. I don't have all my filters on, so some of it I won't bid on. I didn't bid on these because not all my filters are on Freelancer. But normally, this is what you do. You put on your filters. Here's a new project. And then you search for a project. Let's say I like this. Dropshipping marketing partner wanted. I want to do this project now. Or let's look for one that is not hourly. Let's say I want to do this one now, or let's say this one, $10,000, a $10,000 client or potential project, okay? So normally you would need to come here, estimate how much it's going to cost. So let's leave it at $7,500. Then you need to just placeholder with the same with the timeline, let's say 14 days. Now you need to read all of this shit, you need to read it, then you need to understand it. You can either use ChatGPT to write a proposal for you, or you can do it manually. Point is, this is a manual process and it takes fucking long, okay? It takes way too long. Because imagine you need to do this for 100 projects per day. It's not going to be possible. You're not going to be awake, first of all, 24/7. You're not going to be available 24/7 because you have other shit to do, like you have a family, you have a 9 to 5, you need to eat, you need to piss, you need to sleep, you need to do all that stuff. So it's not possible for you to manually apply for all the projects. It's not possible. So that is where Auto BPO comes in. Auto BPO is the software you guys will use. And Auto BPO will search for projects based on your skill set. And your skill set you can put on the Auto BPO website, which I'll show you in a second. And then based on those filters, it will apply to the jobs automatically. So the Auto BPO software uses three different APIs. The API is just something that makes it easier to do something. Like, don't worry what it is. But it uses three different things to make this happen, which one of them is the OpenAI API. The OpenAI API is something that ChatGPT uses. Think of it as ChatGPT. So the Auto BPO software will use ChatGPT to read through the project description, and if there is documents attached, it will actually open the documents and read the documents, and then it will analyze it, and then it will write a proposal for you all automatically. So it will put a bid amount, it will put how many days, and it will put like the proposal as well, all automatically. So you can be sleeping and it will do this. Once the client posts the job, boom, instantly the auto BPO will apply for it. Okay, unless you set your filters to only apply after 5 minutes or whatever, but it will instantly apply to it. Okay. This is a good project. This is a very good project because it only has 12 people that applied for it. I didn't apply for it because I don't do advertising. But let's go to something I applied on, Forex trading platform development. Just quick side note, I would suggest to stay away from the Forex stuff because most of them are scams. Some of them are not scams. I know how to identify them just based on like they need to fund the milestones. If they fund the milestones, it is fine. But if someone is asking you to give them money and they give you more money, then it's obviously a scam. Okay, so do not fall for that shit because I think two people fall for that shit and they lost money because they were stupid. No one is going to give you more money than you give them. Doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, this is the Auto BPO software. So as you can see over here, my auto bidder applied for 86 jobs all automatically today. So super cool. It applied for 86 jobs. So while I was walking or driving my Porsche or doing whatever, it applied for the jobs automatically. Even when you sleep, it applies for the jobs. Quick side note again, it will only display 4 or 5 recent bids. Like it won't display everything here. So if it only shows 4, don't worry, it can only show 4 because the page is only big enough to show 4 recent bids. But you can see here, so far today, it applied for 86 jobs automatically. There's one job that I literally had a meeting with today that I recorded, and I'll upload it soon. That is $5,000, but I'm charging the guy $8,000. Let me just go to that project. Let me show you. Aliyah, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that. I think his name was Amir, yes. So this is the guy I'm talking to, and I had a meeting with him today. So I placed a bid for $3,000. I'm literally charging him $8,000. So very cool. The whole proposal, as you can see over here, the software wrote this automatically. It wrote it automatically. If I go to manage and you see this one that I'm currently working on, like it's almost done. It's basically done. Proposals, the software wrote it all automatically. So that is what the software does. That is what you're paying for. You're paying for a software that automatically applies to the jobs for you. And then with the software, you get all of these resources because you guys need to understand if you don't make money, I don't get money, okay? Because you're not going to pay the month after. And I want you to pay the month after. That is why I'm hosting Q&As, doing random live streams, hosting workshops. I'm literally paying 3 different people a shit ton of money to literally message you guys and help out and for you guys to book meetings with them. By the way, you guys should do that because I don't want to pay them for nothing. So book meetings with them, spam them with the meetings and the messages, ask for help because the more they help you, the more money you'll make, the more money I will make. That is the truth because it is a software and you're paying a subscription, okay? So if you don't pay the subscription the next month, I don't benefit anything because I need to pay a shit ton of money to open AI API because I literally pay per request. Every single time you guys bid on a project, I need to pay for that. Okay, that is why you pay for bids as well. So it looks like I'm making a shit ton of money, but honestly, it's not. It doesn't. It looks like it's a lot, but it's not that glamorous. Okay, And then there's two other APIs I also need to pay, which is fucking expensive. You can message them on WhatsApp and you can book a meeting. Both. Like you don't need to book a meeting. You can just message them, ask a question, or you can book a meeting if you have a lot of questions and you want a quick 15-20 minute meeting. You can book with them. You can also book a meeting with me. It's in the group description. But not this week because I'm doing the workshops. Anyways, if I go to search, you'll see the software. I'm just going out because it's like faster to reload. The software will automatically apply for jobs. And when you go to search, you can actually see how many people applied or like all the jobs that you applied for. And if you maybe see a job that the auto bidder for some reason didn't apply for, which is super rare, it probably won't happen, then you can just quickly apply for it as well. So as you can see over here, it's super rare. Like it won't happen. Like I can guarantee it probably won't happen at all. Like it won't happen. But yeah, this is where you go to search and then you can see all your bids. So as you can see over here, already placed the bid, already placed the bid, $30,000, already placed the bid, 750, placed the bid, blah blah blah. Here's one job that I didn't place a bid on, but as you can see, this is a country that it's not in my fault. I think this is Italy. I'm not sure. I should know. I was literally in Italy a few weeks ago. I don't even know what the flag looks like. That's funny. But yeah, can you guys see me? Yes, you can. But yeah, as you can see, it applies for the jobs automatically. And if you were to apply for those 86 jobs that was on the dashboard, even if you use ChatGPT, it would have taken you at least like yo, bro. I don't even know. I can't even say how many hours because it's so much that goes into writing a proposal. So good for you. The software automatically applies to the jobs for you. Very good. Super basics. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you how to set everything up. Hopefully you guys have already set everything up. Obviously I can't physically set it up because it's already set up, but I'm just gonna walk you through it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the freelancer profile. As I said, this is super basic, so it's probably gonna bore some of you. You're probably gonna be bored. Go to freelancer.com. Okay, let me put incognito tab. You go to freelancer.com. You click on sign up. You can continue with Google or you can put your email, blah, blah, blah. Once you've signed up, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. The questions they ask you does not really matter. As long as you select the industry that is IT and websites, that is the most important because there's the most money in there. And then you just select random skills, PHP. You can literally go here and you can ask ChatGPT. Let me ask ChatGPT quickly. Give me 15 skills that may be listed on Freelancer I can use in my profile. Also give me a short description for my profile and a heading. Mention that while I'm new to Freelancer, I have tons of experience and will provide my services at a discount to build up my reputation. I do anything in IT like website, apps, games. Boom. I don't know if you guys utilize ChatGPT, but you need to utilize ChatGPT. Like you need to. ChatGPT is super important. It is like I use it every single day for everything. Even if I write you guys messages, I use ChatGPT. So here is your profile, like headline. Do not copy this because everyone's probably gonna do it. So boom, you copy that thing. Okay, this is too much. Maybe just put it here. Versatile IT expert, web app game. Boom. So you control C that, then you click on edit profile, and now you can put it there. I'm not going to do it because, let me do it. Boom. And you can put it in caps as well. So if you don't want to put it in caps, you just ask ChatGPT, put heading in caps. Now it's going to put the headline in caps. Now you have it in caps. So you can ask ChatGPT to do anything for you. So here is 15 skills listed. So now you need to go Control C. Yes, it's a manual process, but you'll need to do it. So here's all my skills listed. So now you need to do that. Web development, boom, you add that. Mobile app development, Control C, boom, you do that. Game development, boom, you do that. Like you just add everything as much as possible. You add it, minimum 15 skills. So after you do that, you need to go to the Auto BPO software and you need to sync the skills. If your Auto BPO software is not yet connected to your freelancer, there's just gonna be you click on when you're on the home page, you click on client acquisition, and then it's gonna prompt you to enter your access token. So then you just click on the button that says click here. Then you're gonna copy your access token and then you just put it in. Then it's connected. Watch the video for that part because I can't show it. It's gonna show you. So just watch the videos, okay? Anyway, so you click on this. It's gonna prompt you to share to. There you go. It's gonna prompt you to put in your access token and then you just put it in. Let me see what WhatsApp this is. Bro, laat ek die workshop doen. Chill. Anyways, that is how you add skills, okay? Then you need to go to the Auto BPO software. You click on other settings, then you click on a button that says skills, okay? Then you need to click on a button that says sync skills. So I'm not going to do it now because then it's going to select everything and I don't want everything to be selected. And then you can also toggle off and on the ones you don't want, okay? Every single time you add skills to freelance, you need to click the sync skills button again on the Auto BPO software. So then you click submit. Now you see your skills are synced, okay? But yeah, I'll talk about that. I'm still busy with the profile. So here you have a short description. Hi there, I'm new to freelancer, but not new to the world of tech. With years of experience in IT, I specialize in everything from websites and mobile apps to custom software and games. Currently offering discounted rates to build up my reputation, so you'll get top quality work with a fraction of the cost. Let's bring your ideas to life on time and on budget. Boom. That is your description. Very short, very sweet. So you can, again, do not copy this. Do not copy this. I see you. I see you. Who do I see that's probably gonna CJ? CJ, moenie copy nie. Carla, don't copy this, okay? Fred, Andy, Christu, Brandon, moenie copy nie. Don't copy it because everyone is gonna copy it. Just write your own thing on ChatGPT and we'll make one for you, okay, CJ? Just don't do it. Travis, kyk vir jou, moenie dit doen nie. Anyways, so yeah, copy that, put it there, boom. That's all. Now you have a headline, you have a description, and now it's time to do your portfolio items. So for the portfolio items, I recommend minimum 9 portfolio items. Minimum, because the client will see this. Okay, cool. Then they click load more, and then okay, minimum 12 portfolio items because they'll see 3, 6, 9, 12 in total. So how do you create portfolio items? Let's try and see if I can use ChatGPT. Create a... I don't know if this is going to work with this version of ChatGPT. Let's see. So let's see. In the meantime, let me go to Canva. Hier, die van hond lang. Yeah, I'll talk about that. I'm the perfect fit prompt in a sec. I'll talk about that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, ChatGPT is taking a shit ton of time. It's probably because I'm live streaming and doing some other stuff. Let's you can ask ChatGPT. We'll check back on that in a second. But this is what I did. So you click on create new, You click on by the way, you go to canva.com. Canva is free for a month, okay? So try to get all your portfolio items sorted out within the first month. Else, you need to buy Canva Premium. And Canva Premium, I think, is like $6 a month or something. I'm not sure. But try to do everything in a month. So you see this one over here that says 1024 by 768 pixels. So let me just go over here and ask Google, what is the recommended pixel size for freelancer portfolio? So you saw 1000 pixels by 750 pixels. So here's the recommended size. But this is the size, I think this is the size I used. Yes, this is the size I use. So you click on that shit. Yeah, wie the fuck spam my op WhatsApp now? My meisie. Yeah. Don't DM my and tell her I said that, but fucking hell. Los my uit, bitch. Sorry. Anyways, so this is the recommended size. So if you go here, let me just double check. Add or edit items, add portfolio item. Here's the size would also say here. Here's the recommended dimensions. 1600 by 200 by 1200. So I used a different one and clearly my portfolio items worked out. But yeah, this is what they recommend, but I just do this one. Anyways, then you can go on Canva and you can type in web design. Click on that shit, and then there's a shit ton of templates. There's a shit ton of templates. Wait, let me get my Red Bull. Maybe that's why. Oh, yeah. So then you have a shit ton of templates over here. You can come over here, boom, website launch. And this looks a bit girly. Maybe that's your. What I do recommend is pick one theme for your profile. So if you go to my profile, let me just go to my profile. If you look at my profile, there's a theme, okay? There's a black cover photo, a blue, and then everything over here is black. Like basically black and white is my theme and it looks pretty nice, okay, as you can see. So pick a theme. So if you're a girl and you want this pink theme, it's a shit theme. I don't like this. But if you're a girl, you can go ahead with that. But the point is, it's very easy to create a profile thing. So here's a lot of other websites. So one thing you need to understand about Canva is once you click on something, it's going to recommend other stuff to you as well. So now you have all of these other themes you can choose from. So I would now go here. This is a very good example of a very good proposal or sorry portfolio item you can use. So now you can say business webinar. You can say, okay, this is, let me just go to the Trello board and pull something from the Trello board quickly. I'll talk about the Trello board later on, but let's say you have access to the Trello board. Let's say you have this one. Okay, that's not going to look good. Let's say you have this website. Let's say this is the website you want to put on your portfolio items. So you take a screenshot of this shit. It's probably not going to look very good now. But yeah, you take a screenshot of this. It's just a quick example of how to do this. You drag that. And now you can put it there. Boom. Now you literally have a... What website is this? What is this website about? Advanced Works website. So I'll call it Advanced Works. Advanced Works website. Now you need one for tablet. Okay, so you click on boom, you click on inspect, and then you just drag this until there, like tablet size. You go Control V. Okay, that looks shit. Okay, Control V or whatever. You take a screenshot of that. You go to Canva. You drag it. And now you have a portfolio item for the tablet. Now you need one for the phone. You click there. You make it smaller until it's phone size, whatever. That looks a bit shit, I won't lie. Okay, this is a shit website, I think. Okay, no. But yeah, you get or you can go on your phone and take a screenshot as well. Let's pretend it looks nice. So then you go there, boom, boom. And then bar. So now you literally have very important. This is super, 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 super duper important. If it's your own website, remove the link. Okay, even if there's any link, just remove it. Make sure the link is gone. Make sure there's no link, no contact details in this portfolio item. Anyways, then you click on share, and then you click on download, PNG, download. If the developers ask a shit ton of money on that Trello board you have access to, just get other developers. The Trello board is mainly for the examples, okay? Because you need to be quick with examples to the clients. Because when they ask for examples and you don't have it and you take too long, they will move on to someone else. But I'll talk about the Trello board later on. Anyways, then you go to free. This is a super basic one. Like I shouldn't even talk about the Trello, but I'll talk about it later on. This is a super basic workshop. Tomorrow and the day after that, we'll have a more like sophisticated workshop. This is super basic. It's manage portfolio items, add or edit items, upload items. Go there, go there. And now I'm not gonna post it, but you get my point. Then you just post it, okay? Okay, I'll go through these as well. So select a project. You don't need to select a project, so toggle that off, okay? Give your work a title. Just call it Advanced Works Website. Share my screen quickly. Boom, boom. Advanced Works Website. Describe the work you completed. So you can literally Control C this. You go like that. You go to ChatGPT. You copy that thing. There's a, by the way, yo, it's so cool that ChatGPT can do that. Now I can ask it, answer these questions about, I don't know why it's in caps, Advanced Works Website. Make something up and include the link. The link, boom, 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 boom. But anyways, you see this, I didn't even give ChatGPT a proper proposal. I literally told it create a portfolio item for web design. We do create a whole image. So your ChatGPT created a whole portfolio item you can use. But obviously, maybe tell it to fix the dimensions because this is not going to fit in with your portfolio items. But you see what ChatGPT does. It does a good job, especially if you give it the right prompt. This was a shit prompt, I won't lie, but it still did the job. Anyways, describe the work you completed. I designed and developed the official website for Advanced Works for a forward-thinking AI solutions. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. Control C. The client's probably not going to read that, but it's still nice. You go there, Control C that shit. Make sure there's no contact details of you or any like thing that connects to you. You can put the link of the website in. That is 100% fine. The client won't be able to click on the link. They can only copy and paste it. For Advanced Works. So there's the website link. Boom, boom. Describe the your work with tags. So just put in random shit. Like this doesn't matter. Web design, boom. What tools and software that you use? Optional. You don't need to fill that in. Don't need to fill that in. Don't need to fill that in. Click on next. You look at it. Boom, boom, boom. This looks very nice, very nice. And then you click publish. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to post that. Because yeah. Anyways, so that is how you add a portfolio item. So now, so far, you have connected your Auto BPO software with your profile. You have added portfolio items. You've added the description. You can add this as well. Watch the video on how to add this. It's very easy. You just click upload cover photo, not difficult. You have a profile pic. If your profile pic looks fucked up, you're not gonna get any, like, no one is gonna hire you. You need to look professional. Try to get a photo, even if you need to fucking pay someone to take a nice photo of you in a suit. Do that because it's from the chest up. It's very nice. So, what is Amando? Okay, I don't care. It's fine. Okay, that's very true. Other people pay for it. This Trello board. That's only like 4 out of the 50 plus like stuff. And if you screenshot it, you're a thief. I don't care. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's like 4 websites and there's 50 plus, so I don't care. Anyways, well, let me go back to this one. So yeah, you've added everything. Your profile is nice and set up now. And then all these stuff, certifications, articles, publications, like you don't need to add any of these, like not at all. For education, I just said like I'm a mechatronic engineering student. I finished, but I didn't finish. I dropped out of university. I'm a university dropout. Anyways, you don't need to add anything here, like not at all. So yeah, now your profile is nice and set up. Your auto BPO is synced to it. Now all you need to do is edit some filters. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in the filters, but because it's gonna load. But for the country filters in the beginning, put on all your countries. Okay, if you're placing way too many bids, and if your Indian, Pakistan, Bangladesh people are irritating the shit out of you, and you feel it's not gonna work with them, then just toggle the filters off for those countries. Okay, but you need to understand that even I dealt with the Indians. I dealt with the Indian, Pakistan, Bangladesh people. Yes, it should, but they still gave me my first couple of reviews, like they did. Let me scroll. So over here you can see India, India. My first couple of reviews was literally people from India. Yes, my worst reviews was also people from India, but at least I got reviews. And those reviews from the Indians is if I didn't get them, I probably wouldn't even be in the position I'm at today. So either you can toggle them off and forget about Indian people, or you can deal with them and you can potentially get a project and a review. So do whatever you want. I don't recommend you put it off because I got my first reviews with them. So very important. That is the countries. The project budget. So for the project budget, I recommend that you put it on 50%. Or is that the bid price? Let me just check quickly. I'm not sure if it's the bid price or the project budget. So bid price, put it on 50%. Project budget for you guys, put it on minimum $10, minimum fixed budget $10, and minimum hourly rate $5. That's fine. And then project period on 7 days. It doesn't matter that much. So those are your settings. The AI bid settings. This is one of the most important things ever I'm going to talk about now. So you need to listen, especially those people that like did not change their prompt, because I literally made a whole video about this. So it's actually upsetting. Anyways, you got settings. Let me just check over here. Mando, are you not on the? I swear you are literally on the live stream. Why are you posting stuff in the group? Like, I swear you created this yourself as well. I can see your name. You are supposed to focus here. Or is that someone else? You need to focus. So yeah, anyways. I already did that. Boom, boom. I just need to talk about this instruction. The instruction thing, my voice is very messed up today. So, when you go to the AI bid settings, you will be able to see how many bids you have left. I have unlimited AI bids because I'm an OG. I gave myself unlimited AI bids. You can also click here on the right hand side and then you can see how many AI bids you have left. But very important, the prompt, okay? This is my prompt. Do not screenshot my prompt. You're probably gonna screenshot it. I'll change it. I don't fucking care. You're probably gonna screenshot it. So for the prompt, the start with section, everyone listen, okay? If your prompt starts with I am the perfect fit for your project and fucking 10 other South Africans also has the same prompt, none of you are gonna get the project, okay? So change the prompt. So I'm gonna tell ChatGPT, I'm gonna literally now rewrite this prompt so it converts better and get more clients to message me, but keep the same structure. So now ChatGPT is gonna write me a whole new prompt. A whole new prompt. Enter. Boom. Takes me fucking 2 seconds to do, but people don't want to do it. Okay, ChatGPT didn't change the beginning. Let me just change that. Okay, sure. Here's a revised version. Change the intro line. There you go. That is a very good intro line. 100% satisfaction. What the fuck say I? 100% satisfaction or you don't pay. That sounds like a very good intro line. Do not copy that because I'm probably going to use that shit. It sounds very good. You won't find a team better than the line, blah, blah. You mentioned wanting a clean professional. Okay. Okay, so now you see that he started with this. So this is my new prompt. I would literally put, so this is the whole prompt. So it's not going to rewrite the prompt for you. It's going to write what the prompt is going to like export. So this is what the proposal is going to look like. So all you need to do now is keep everything the same, but change this line. Can I edit this or not? Yes, I can. Can I? Okay, yeah. So keep the top the same, but change this line to whatever ChatGPT gave you. Boom, 100% satisfaction. Or you don't pay. Then leave a line open. You won't find a team better aligned with what we are doing, looking for. So you can also ask it to rewrite this line. Now it's going to rewrite that line. Now we'll understand your vision and goals better than we do. Boom, that's very good. So now you have a prompt where you change that line, you change this line, and then this is fine. You can leave that part the same. And this part, you need to obviously, like, you can't mention 75 plus 5-star reviews because you don't have. In this line, if I were you, I would mention something like, while I'm new to the platform, I have a lot of skills. I've done this like a lot, and I'm offering my service at a discount because I want to build up my reputation. But don't worry, the quality of the project will not. Boom. You can say that. Then end with, I'd love to chat about your project. The worst that can happen is you walk away from it. So you can literally now go, Control C, rewrite this line. And now you have a nice, there's like 5 different versions of that line. So now, then you change that shit. Regards, sign off, regards, Chris. Let me just see quickly. Blah, blah, blah. I write a very short. Now I have a whole new proposal. That is my new on a proposal instruction. So in less than 2 minutes, I changed my whole instruction, which is going to make me a shit ton of money extra. So that is all you need to do. You need to go through that effort. You need to change your, like, you need to change the thing a bit so it doesn't look the same as the other people's. You change that shit. You go back to the Auto BPO website. You Control V. You paste it here. Change your bid words to 100 bids, and then you click submit, and now you're ready. Now you can put on your auto bidder. You can put it on. So if you run out of AI bids, let me explain this as well. Very important. So on Freelancer, I'm sorry if I bore some people because this is honestly very, very super basic shit. On Freelancer, you'll be able to see your bids down here, or you can go here. You can go on Bid Insights. You can see it here, like when you place the bid. You can also go to account analytics. I'm not going to do that now, but you can go there and you can see how many bids you have left. But yeah, you go here on the right hand side. If you don't have the Premier membership yet, this membership, if you don't have this yet, you're basically not gonna make money. You can potentially make money, but it's gonna take you way longer because you can get this, you can get 100 bits in a month, and you might get a job, you might not. The next month you pay again, you might get a job, you might not. So just get this. Like it's an investment, just get it. Instead of buying coffee, instead of buying like I don't know, King Pie or whatever you buy the whole time, or McDonald's or whatever, just save that shit and get this. Very important. Because with the Premier membership, you get 1,500 bits per month plus one every 30 minutes. Okay. By the way, this is the hack. I didn't do it yet. This is the hack. Okay. All you do is you buy the Premier membership and then you click on the downgrade button. And now I have the hack. So that is literally all. As long as this plan is selected, you have the hack. Then when it automatically renews to the basic plan, the 30th of August, then I just buy the Premier plan and then I get 1,500 bits extra as a replenishment rate. So then you'll get 1,500 instant and you'll get this replenishment rate. So it means you have 3,000 bits in total on freelancer, meaning you can now manually apply for 3,000 jobs on freelancer. But if you have the auto BPO software and you get 1,000 AI bits worth it, so let's say you want 2,000, let's say you want 2,000 AI bits, so then you can come and you can buy 2,000 AI bits here. So then you have 3,000 AI bits in total and 3,000 bits on freelancer, meaning you can now apply all automatically for 3,000 jobs. The reason I need to like get you guys to pay for the AI bits is because I'm like kind of in a deficit every time you guys place bids, because again I need to pay for the open AI API. So I already fucked up with over 100 students because they have infinite AI bids. So every single time they place a bid, they don't even pay for it. I pay for it. So I already fucked up there and I can't. I'm a good person. I don't want to tell them to pay for it now because originally they didn't pay for it. So I just left it. Plus they're OGs. But for all the new people, you need to purchase AI bits over here. It's 1,000 rand for 2,000 AI bits. That is max probably what you need a month. Okay. If you want to place more bits on freelance, you can buy more bits there, but then you also need AI bits on the Auto BPO software. Anyways, that is how that part works. And if I can give you some more overview of the software, but that's basically it. You can watch the videos. The leaderboard is there. You can click here and you can look at the leaderboard. Also, okay, so here the leaderboard. Let me just explain to you how the leaderboard works quickly while we are still here. So every single time a client like funds a milestone. So let's go to one of my recent projects. So let's look at this 5,000 pound client. Where is this people? Boom, boom. Trend matcher. Payments. So this is a client funding a milestone. Okay, so every single time a milestone is funded and released, the software will automatically pull it. Okay, then it will say, okay, this person like my $25,000. This is the total milestone payments they got. So it's automatically added. But if you got some earnings outside freelancer, which I'll talk about in a sec, which you shouldn't do, you can click here and you can like log your earnings. But obviously you're probably not going to do that because what you also mentioned on the group, or I think it was that if we need 200 birds close to Denmark. So if you just need anything less than 500 birds just to finish the month, you can message me. I'll give you free AI birds, but don't be unnecessary. Like, don't try to finesse the system. If it's close to the end of your month or close to your freelancer membership renewing and you only need like 200 AI birds, DM me or DM or message me on WhatsApp, whatever, and then I will add AI bits for you for free. I don't mind. Anyways, that's the leaderboard. Then there's a little CRM. The leaderboard has absolutely nothing to do with the CRM, okay? Like nothing. I used to use the CRM, but I don't use it anymore. The way the CRM works, this is just a mini thing I built in to calculate your revenue, profit, expenses. So click on new project. Let's say you got a game the client gave you $10,000. Let's say you paid someone else to do it. This is the amount that you paid someone else to do it. Let's say you pay your Indian $200, and then this is the freelancer.com fee on that $10,000 going to be $1,000. You click submit, and now it will calculate your revenue, your profit, and your expenses for that month, which is very cool. So yeah, as you can see over there, it calculates it for you. So this is just a mini thing I built in to keep track of your stuff, but obviously you don't need to use this if you don't want to. Then on the billing section, this is where you can cancel your membership if you want to. Okay, I won't be able to cancel it because I have infinite everything, but you can click on billing and cancel if you wanted to, just so that's out there. And that's basically it. You can download the Android app and you can download the iOS app. And then, yeah, just note when you cancel, it will automatically kick you from everything. Like you'll lose everything instantly. So if you want to cancel, just cancel it one day before it renews, which is the smarter thing to do. I probably shouldn't say that, but that is the smarter thing to do, to cancel one day before your membership renews. There's an Android app and the iOS app. You can download it, so it's easier. So yeah, that is the auto BPO. That is freelancer. That is super basics. Now I need to go on to the second slide. This workshop is gonna be so long, bro. It's already an hour long. Fucking hell. The second slide of the of the workshop. So I just want to explain to you guys as well why a client would rather hire us as the middleman instead of the developer. Okay. When I was younger, I sold jackets, thickies. I posted a TikTok video about this, and I sold it to like rich white people that were too scared to go and buy the jackets at the places I bought the jackets. Okay, they were too scared, but they knew about these places, but they were too scared. So that is called the gap in the market. I knew they were scared. I knew they were never going to go there. So I went there, I bought the jackets, and then I sold it to them for a profit for 3, 4 times what I bought it, which is very funny. Anyways, that is exactly the situation with BPO. These clients, they don't like they know about the Indian developer, they know about them, but they don't want to go there because they're probably gonna get scammed. They think that they are gonna get scammed, okay? So they would rather work with us and then we work with the developer. They pay us $10,000 for the project. We pay the developer $200 for the project, and then we make $9,800. Whatever. Just a simple example. So we are the middleman. There is reasons the client comes to you specifically instead of someone from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. That is also what I mean. If I go here, let's look at proposals. Is it possible to look at the proposals of this project? No. Let me go to this one. Proposals. So I'm gonna show you. There is so many Indians and Pakistan, Bangladesh people bidding on projects that have made a shit ton of money. Okay, here's someone that was ranked after me. 314 reviews. He has 7.3 earnings. By the way, when this is 10, it means you've earned $1 million, not rand, $1 million on freelancer. So, like me over here, I've had a lot of nice earnings. This person also a lot of earnings. But this Indian has earned more than $1 million on freelancer. He's from Pakistan. Surely you can beat him. You can. He only has 240 reviews. Here's an Indian with 1,000 reviews, $1 million earned. Here's an Indian with 500 reviews, almost a million, 300, almost a million. Pakistan, India, the whole time, India. So this is the people you're competing with. The guys don't even want to work with them, so they would rather choose you. And there's hundreds of them bidding on the projects. So if there's 5 or 10 South Africans bidding on a project, it is fine. There's more than enough for everyone, clearly because all the Indians have a shit ton of reviews. So you're fine. Anyways, said that. Let me go back to the slide. So that is how it works, okay? Basics. We are on freelancer. The client is on freelancer. We hire a developer from Upwork, or you can use Fiverr as well. These stuff is actually for the next, like, it is for the next workshop, but I don't want to end the workshop this early. It's gonna get a bit more complicated. If you aren't with me, then just put it in the comment section. But I'll go through all of this, but very quickly. So quantity. The more you apply for a job, the more jobs you will land, which is kind of obvious, okay? Because the more people see you, the more people will buy from you. If you're running ads for, let's say you're selling a software like I am, and you're running ads for that software, the more money you spend on running the ads, the more potential people will see it, okay? And it's the same with this. You're paying money, you're for ads, you're essentially running an ad because you're applying for jobs. It's like literally you're running an ad. So the more people will see it, the more people will potentially buy it. And the same thing also works for like with ads, you split their stuff, okay? You don't have one ad and then hopefully you make money. You have a shit ton of different ads with different variables that you changed, okay? It's called split testing. So you need to think of freelancer and the auto BPO software the same, okay? You can't just keep it the same for 2 months and hope you land a job. So what you can do is on the auto BPO software, change your instructions the whole time, because if you change your instructions, you're essentially posting a new ad. So maybe once a week, change your instruction and see which week you get the most replies. Because that is the same way that an ad would work. An ad would work the same way. You post different ads and you see which one gets you the most, and then you spend all your money on that one ad, okay, on that campaign. The same thing with auto BPO. And I'm not gonna go through the statistics, but statistically, you should make a shit ton of money with auto BPO if you do everything I say, and if you apply for 3,000 jobs, and if you close the deals. Because statistically, 2% out of every cold call that is made is closed. And this is way better than cold calls, because this is clients that already want to give money to you. So this is way better than cold calling. So statistically, 2%, let's say worst case scenario, 2%, you get messages from the 3,000. Worst case scenario, that's 60 messages. If you can close 10% of that 60 messages, that's 6 projects. If you make an average of 30,000 profit per project like I am doing, then that's almost 200,000 rand a month. That's $10,000 a month. That is just a little statistics, okay? Obviously, in the beginning, you can't expect to make 30,000 rand profit per project. You can expect to make $10, $20, $30, $40 until you get like to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reviews. Then you can expect to land bigger projects like $1,000, $2,000, and then eventually you'll get to where I'm at with fucking $10,000 projects, £7,000 projects, stuff like that. Anyways, and you guys need to remember as well, I also started somewhere. I cannot fake my profile. My profile is on there on the internet. You can go and look at my profile right now. It is there. You can look at it, okay? I started from scratch, literally where you guys are. Everyone that joined, like you have no reviews. I had no reviews in the beginning. How the fuck did I do it? Okay, I'm teaching you how I did it, so you can skip the 2 years that has passed that I took to get to 75 reviews. You can get it way quicker if you do everything I say and everything I recommend. So get the Premier membership because it is an investment. Yes, it's an extra whatever, but it is an investment. Do your lead follow-ups, on which I'm going to talk about now. If you don't do your lead follow-ups, you are throwing money away, because clients, like, they don't hire you instantly always. A client might post a job now and then after 3 months they come back to you and they want to hire you. So if you only try auto BPO for 1 month, you're basically fucking yourself, okay? Because 1 month is not enough at all. Because you might apply for 3,000 jobs that month, and then clients come back after, well, the next month, and then you're not there. Then you gave up, and then you wasted that 3,000 rand or $2,250 that you paid. You just wasted it. So this is something you need to do for the long term. You need to do it for the long term, and you need to do your lead follow-ups the whole time. And the thing is also, you can see if clients are interested or not. When you do your lead follow-ups, I can quickly go, yeah, here's a client that faded away. I talked to this client so many times. Brett Watson, boom. Like this is me doing lead follow-ups with the client for a fucking whole month and nothing happened. But at least I tried. Okay, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. This is a potential 200,000 rand client that I talked to, and I spent so much effort. Talked to the client so much, but nothing happened. I'm quickly going to ask him. Hi, Brett. Like I spammed him so much, but nothing happened the whole time. And it's literally our last chat was a month ago. I see that I should have probably done lead follow-ups here, but I was fucking irritated that I sent him so many messages and never started the project. But you need to always do your lead follow-ups no matter what. Okay? Very important. That's one of the most important things ever. And then speed, speed, speed. So the three golden rules of the auto BPO thing is number one, do your lead follow-ups. Number two, speed. And number three, muni obviously, don't be lazy. Like the 11 people that left the workshop, lazy. I don't know why they can't sit down for 2 hours and potentially change their lives. Idiots. Anyways, maybe they had something to do. I don't know. But I don't see why 11 people would just leave. It doesn't make any sense. Late nights. This is something I do a lot. So this is my schedule. I go to bed 2 o'clock in the morning and then I wake up 8 o'clock. So you need to understand that 8 o'clock in United States is 2 o'clock in the morning by us. So the reason I picked this specific timeline, no, don't spam them. Yellow's mall, don't spam them, Travis. Relax, calm down. Don't do that. Shame. That is Q&A type shit. With the Q&As you can spam, not with the workshops. Anyways, so over here, 2 o'clock South African Standard Time is 8 o'clock in the United States, and most of my clients come from the United States. So unfortunately, this is the time I adapted to. You need to understand that they are normal human beings. They are like you, okay? They work a 9 to 5, they get back home, they sit on the couch, they talk to their wife, they have dinner, and then they're bored. Then they need to do something. Then they are like, oh shit, my life is fucked up. I want to change my life. Then they post a job on Freelancer for a website, an app or game they want to create. They can potentially be the next big thing or whatever, or they have a business idea or whatever. And then they post a job on Freelancer, okay? And then you aren't there because you're sleeping. So that is like, let's say 6 o'clock their time, then they posted a job and then you're sleeping. So if you didn't have the auto bidder, it wouldn't apply for that. But now you have it, it automatically applies for it. Plus you're awake midnight when he posted it. So now you can start chatting with the client, which is very cool. So this is my timeline. Go to bed 2 o'clock, and then I wake up like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. That's my like time I wake up. So most of them are individuals, not big companies. Yeah, I don't get like I have one company that I'm working with now that is a big company. I had one in the past as well. It was a game I created. It was a very big company. But most of them are normal human beings like you and me. Most of them. This is the only big company I've worked with before. It's called CarNext or whatever that I'm working with one now. So this was, and it's 7,000 CAD, but they also paid me like almost triple that outside the platform. But that was like extra work. It was like after everything was done. So that's the only big company I worked with. Like before, literally two big companies. That's all I worked with. The one I'm working with now and that company. So most of them are literally small. It's like normal people. They don't understand anything. They don't know anything about coding or technology. It's normal people. Anyways, boom, boom. Share. Okay, so one thing I need to teach you guys also, you guys need to also know that I am not there is people that is literally their whole life is how to negotiate. Like my whole life is business process outsourcing. There's people that study this shit. Their whole life is literally sales, negotiating. So yes, I can teach you negotiating. I can give you tips, but if you do your own research, you'll have way more knowledge on negotiating or sales or whatever, because there's other people out there that goes into that specific niche and that's all they do their whole life is finding out the best way to negotiate or finding out the best way to sell something. So do your own research as well. Anyways, two types of negotiating. The first one is margin negotiating. This is basically free cash, you're just not collecting it, okay? You need to negotiate with the client and the contractor. Let me get the whiteboard quickly. 1 second. Bro, what's my whiteboard? My whiteboard was in the top drawer. I looked in every single drawer except the top drawer. I found it. Spin the wheel. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. There won't be any spin the wheel. There won't be any spin the wheel. There won't be any spin the wheel. Just clarifying, there will not be any of that. Okay. I'm not gonna spin it. Little whiteboard action to explain something to you. Okay. Let's say you set yourself a goal. Let's say you want to make 2,000 rand. Let's say you want to make 2,000 rand profit per project, okay? Now you're in a situation where you only make 1,000 rand profit. Let's say profit goal. Okay, so let's say you set yourself a goal for 2,000 rand profit per project. That is what I do. I set myself a goal for 30,000 rand profit per project minimum, okay? So let's just call it per project. So you're in a situation where let me write it down and then show you. Where you only make 1,000 rand profit, meaning, let's say the client is giving you 10,000 rand from the client. The client is giving you 10,000 rand, and then for some fucked up reason, your developer is also charging you 9,000 rand. This is if your developer charges you 9,000 rand for a project where a client doesn't pay you a lot, you need to find another dev. So you are here only making 1,000 rand profit. Okay, so the client is paying you 10,000 rand, and then you're paying your developer 9,000 rand. Now you only have 1,000 rand profit, but your goal is to make 2,000 rand profit. So instead of going to the client and charging the client now 12,000 rand, which is going to upset the client because you literally charge 10,000 rand, now you're charging 12,000 rand, it's going to upset the client. So you need to do margin negotiating. That means breaking it up into margins and charging the client and the contractor. So now you can go and you can charge the client 11,000 rand, and you can go to the developer and negotiate with him for 8,000 rand to do the job. Now you make 2,000 rand profit. But I don't know why the fuck I had a whiteboard. I could have just explained this. It's not that difficult. You charge the client a little more and you negotiate with the developer for a little less of a cost. Then you basically might double the profit you would have made, plus you're not upsetting the client too much and you're not upsetting the developer too much. Because you can go both ways. If you want to make your profit goal, you could have just asked the developer to go down a bit. Wait, let me share my screen. I fucked up with the calculations, by the way. I meant you charge the client 500 rand extra, and then you go to the developer and tell him to do it for 500 rand less. Then you have 1,000 rand profit extra. So now you have 2,000 rand profit, which is your goal. So that is basically what margin negotiating is. You charge the client more, you talk to the developer, you negotiate for less cost. And then you make more profit, and you're not upsetting the client and you're not upsetting the developer. Does that make sense? Put heart or thumbs up in the comment section if it does make sense. In the chat, I mean. Put thumbs up, thumbs up. I want to see a thumbs up. Otherwise, I don't know if you guys like it or not. I don't know if you understood it. Okay. 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 Fantastic. Fantastic. So that is margin negotiating. The next type of negotiating is called position negotiation. Okay. This is when you convince the client to choose you over someone else. What you need to understand, the client doesn't really care how good you are or how good you think you are. So if you are like talking to the client, you're like, oh, but I'm better than this person, blah, 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 blah. The client doesn't care. There's two things the client cares about. Will you deliver a good job in a certain amount of time? And what is the quality of this job? Okay. So if you can negotiate to the client based on these factors, you will always win. You will always win. So if you go to the client and you negotiate, okay, give the project to me, I will give you 500 rand discount. The client is not going to be like, the client, you're fucking up the whole thing if you do that, because yes, you're giving the client discount, fair enough, but the other party is also going to give the client discount. So you need to ask the client something in return, because if you just give discount, the client is now going to think, okay, that is weird. He just gave me $500 discount, 10,000 rand or whatever. So is the project going to be shittier now? Is he used to money? Does he just want money? Why does he just give me discount? It seems like he just wants the job. He just wants the money. And then the client goes to someone else because they're sketched up. You can't just give someone $500 discount and don't ask for something in return. So you need to ask the client something in return. So tell the client, this is what I do. If I give you $500 discount and we start the project, you work with me, I just want a review from your side. That's all I ask. And then in the future, I will give you discount as well on future projects. Now you ask the client for something in return. So you gave the client discount, and now the client is going to give you a good review. So the client feels like, okay, cool. He's still going to do the project very good. All he wants is a good review, and he gave me a discount. I can do that because to create the review means absolutely nothing. It's not effort. It doesn't matter. So then, like, that is how you do it. That is called position negotiation. You position yourself in a way where the client doesn't feel like you are just pushing to get the project. You put yourself in that way where the client gets something out of it and you get something out of it, but actually you just want the project. You don't like, obviously you care about the review. I don't really care about the reviews that much now, but that is what position negotiation is. Start to get, yeah, don't be greedy, but always start to get some extra from it. Okay, so cash flow. There's different types of cash flow, okay? For the beginners, I'm not going to talk about the second type of cash flow, because if I talk about the second type of cash flow, you will get banned. So I'm going to skip that. If you want to join tomorrow's workshop, we can talk about it, but I'm going to skip that shit because you're going to get banned if you do it, okay? So this is how it works. Here is a client. Let's go to one of my past projects again. View profiles, scroll off. Wix website, blah, blah, blah. Payments. So let's do some calculations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it says here. So this project was 4,000 Canadian dollars, okay? And then I split it into 5 different milestones. Exactly what is here on the thing. Like I split it into 4, oh, well, the year says 4 different milestones. But in my case, I split it into 5 different milestones of 800 CAD. The client needs to fund all the milestones, every single milestone they need to fund before you start a project. Okay? If they like, okay, now I only want to fund one, blah, 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 that is fine, but don't pay your developer anything until you got paid. Like, that is a general rule of thumb. You never do that. As long as you get the job secured, awarded, and there's at least one milestone funded, but I would suggest to get all the milestones funded. So, the client funds all the milestones, and then because this is for cash flow, the client funds everything. Then you only fund one milestone to the person on Upwork, your developer. Okay, you only fund one milestone. So let's say for this one, the developer charged me probably like $200 or something. To be honest, it was literally $200. I can remember because this is a Wix website. Like, it's nothing to do. So let's say the developer is $200. So because I split it into 5 milestones here on Freelancer, I now need to pay the developer also in 5 different milestones. So $200 that I'm paying the dev divided by 5. So I need to set up 5 different milestones or $40 on Upwork, but for the developers, you only set and fund one milestone. The person on Freelancer funds all the milestones, as you can see here. They fund all the milestones, but you only fund one of the milestones to the person on Upwork. That way, you have nice cash flow. So now the client releases your 800 Canadian dollars, and then you fund the new milestone on Upwork with that profit. Okay, you will need like a small, like, here, where's that? A small pot of money, like not a lot at all. And the cool thing is you can adjust. Like, if you don't have $40 to put as like a milestone on the escrow system on Upwork, you can tell the client, okay, divide it by 8 different milestones. So now it's 4,000, and there's 8 different milestones with different tasks. So now you get 500 CAD per milestone, but 200 divided by 8 for the contractor. Now you only need to fund $25 on Upwork. So that's a good way to like play around with your cash flow. Okay. No, like, I don't know what Travis is saying. The developers won't start the project without pay. That's why I'm saying you need to fund at least one milestone, because if one milestone isn't funded, you won't, like, they won't start the project. Funding a milestone doesn't mean you pay someone, you just fund it, okay? So the same way on Freelancer, a client funds a milestone, it doesn't mean you get paid. You only get paid once they release the milestone. So when your project is completed, or that milestone, the task in that milestone is completed, then you click the button on Freelancer that says request milestone release. And then if the client's happy, they will release that money to you. That same button is on Upwork for the freelancers there. They can request a milestone release, but you don't release it until the client released your one to you. Anyways, cash flow option 2, boom, boom. Nah, I'm not going to talk about that. I can't talk about the cash flow option 2 because you are not supposed to take communication. Let's have a quick section, okay? This is how to not get banned, okay? You never put any Google Meet links, WhatsApp, Telegram, Zoom, Discord, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever, LinkedIn. You don't put any of those links in your portfolio items, in the chats, anywhere, ever. WhatsApp numbers, contact numbers, emails, ever. You don't put it there, because that will get you banned instantly. Boom, you're banned, okay? You don't do that at all. You just don't do that, okay? Very important. And also, you say the client needs to pay you first and everything before you go to the developer. This is not a Q&A. This is a workshop, but I'll answer your question. The client needs to pay you first and everything before you go. No, when did I say that? The client doesn't pay you. The client funds the milestones. The client doesn't pay you the milestones. The client funds the milestones. That is how it works. That is what I just explained. The client funds the milestones, and then you go to Upwork and you fund one milestone on Upwork. So the client doesn't pay you anything upfront. The client only funds the milestones upfront. You don't get all the money first. That is something I wanted to explain with the cash flow option 2, which is why you get the 50% upfront, but you're not going to do that because you're going to get banned. So don't do that. Okay. I'm also not going to talk about avoiding the 10% fees because you are not going to avoid the 10% fees. You're not going to do that because you will get banned. You can like get more info on that on the next workshop. I'll talk about it. Anyways, the verified thing on freelancers. So when you go here, you go to, I'm pretty sure you guys saw this, browse verified by freelancer. Do not do this because you're going to waste $99. This verified doesn't mean your profile isn't verified. If you verified your ID and you verified your payment method and your email and whatever, then your profile is verified, but you don't have the verified badge yet. This thing is to get the verified badge, and you don't need it yet because the auto BPO software can anyways apply for jobs that is worth more than $2,500. Like it automatically does that anyways. So that is why you don't need it because it already does that. The auto BPO software can already apply for the jobs for you that is over $50. So why do you need it? Winning more projects, more easy, blah blah blah. That is the only thing, which is very true because if you have the verified badge over here, then you do win more projects, okay? But you can't do it now because you are like you're not gonna get it. You're gonna pay them $99. They're gonna go in a video interview with you, and if you can't answer their questions, then you get banned. Okay, so or not banned. What I said, not you won't get banned, but you won't get your $99 refunded. You won't get it refunded. So don't do this now until you have like at least 5 reviews and you understood the lingo. Okay, don't do it now. Very important. The same with the preferred freelancer thing. It's very cool and I can talk about it all day, but you can't get it right now. I'll talk about it more with the other workshop about the preferred because this is basics. You don't worry about getting preferred. You can't be preferred anyways if it aren't verified with this thing. So don't worry about that. Next slide. So this is a method to let me do a 10-minute break quickly because I think I we skipped the 10-minute break. So let's do a 10-minute break quickly and then you guys can come back in 10 minutes. If anyone has any questions, you can ask it now. I'll answer them in 2 minutes. I just need to go and take a pee. I need to pee. So you can put answers, you can put questions in the section over here on the chat. We're gonna take a 10-minute break now. It's been an hour and a half. Questions, questions, questions. Let me play you guys some music quickly. Boom. Let's see what this does. Oh, they're mad now. Shame. Did I get you guys? Shame. Okay, so we have 10-minute break and then we'll come back in 7 minutes and then I'll answer the questions, okay? Let's say in 7 minutes, so 8:30 we'll come back. But yeah, very funny. Sometimes, sometimes. If you want to join the DM me on Instagram and say BPO. BPO. Okay, I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes. We are gonna start in. Oh shit! I think they're gonna kick me from the stream. They say we have been. We've detected a video in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream might be temporarily blocked if you plan to continue. Okay, let me not do that ever again. They almost deleted my YouTube channel. Fuck. We're gonna start in 2 minutes. Ik wil nog steeds gaan pee. Okay, we are back. Let me answer the questions. Mini Q&A. Wow, die voel nie reg nie. Die voel leeg. Dis nie. Ah, there's the other one. There's the other one. I almost panicked. I thought my Red Bull was finished. This was like the first one of the workshop. This is the second one. It's also almost finished. Red Bull sugar free mixed with Jacob's coffee. No, I'm joking. That's disgusting. Anyways, let me answer the questions. Do we all have the same Trello board? I want the awesome website that you normally show us in the Q&A and BPO training videos. So there is, I think, 4 different Trello boards or 3 different Trello boards, and every single Trello board, the initial websites, apps, games, like it's the same, but you guys have access to the Trello board as administrators as well, meaning that you can add new websites. So there's 10 people per Trello board, okay? I think there's one left with a few spots. So there's like 20 people and then a few spots left on the other one. Like 20 people already taken, and then there's a few on the other one. So meaning there's only a few spots left. But anyways, every single Trello board, new people, like you guys have administrative like access, so you can add websites, apps, games, developers, whatever. And I did it because I want the Trello board to grow. So every single one, the core function, the core Trello board is the same, but you can add stuff, you can delete stuff. Or whoa, pause. Not delete stuff. You can add stuff and you can add developers. I don't know why I said deleted. Anyways, if you have a dev and you want to continue using them for the other projects, how do you manage that? Do you need to post a job on their platform every time and invite them? No. So if you already worked with a developer in the past and it worked out perfectly, I would suggest to get them on WhatsApp somehow. Send a screenshot of your WhatsApp number to them, get them on WhatsApp. That is what I did with Shirach, Amir, Sabah, Zain, Muhammad, Muhammad and Muhammad. Like all of them are basically Muhammad. Can we contact the 3 top students regardless of the phase we are in? Like even if we are entire level and just starting help? Yeah, so I'm paying them to help you, so you can contact them. You can send them WhatsApps. You can't call them. Don't call them. So you can send them WhatsApps, and that's very weird. What I just saw out the window, very weird shit. Anyways, you can WhatsApp them and you can book meetings with them. That's all. You can't call them, but you can WhatsApp them for anything. No more questions. No more questions. Thank you very much. So say a client contacted you and you have no idea what this is talking about. How would you handle it? Also, do we sell ourselves a business and tell the client we have developers? So in the beginning, I sold myself. That sounds weird. That sounds wrong. That should did not sound like I thought something and then something different came out. I didn't mean I sell myself. Like I was Chris in the beginning. I wasn't Source Oasis because in the beginning, like they won't believe that you are a company. They won't believe that, okay? Because you have no reviews. So in the beginning, I said that I am just Christopher and I do the websites myself. And even if the client ask me, if they ask me, then I'm like, okay, yes, I have a developer, I have a team. But if they don't ask, I don't tell them. Now I'm representing source oasis. Okay, that is what I'm the project manager, and I tell that to them. That is fine. But in the beginning, you need to sell yourself. You are the web developer, you are doing the apps, the games, whatever. But if the client is asking, then you say, nope, I have a team, but I partially help out. I have a potential project. One dev says $130, the other dev says 6,000. It has something to do with the Revit map. How do I know the cheap one? So yeah, that is the thing. I talked about this long ago as well. Like, there's a lot of developers that will take chances, especially if they see someone that is white. Not to be racist or anything, but if they see you are white, that is just how it is. They charge you more. When I was in Dubai, I would literally get a different price than some other people for, let's say, I want to do quad bike or whatever, because they see I'm white. I know I don't look white, but I'm white. So those type of people in Dubai, by the way, is also like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh people that live in Dubai. Not the tourists, the local people. So they will charge you more. The same thing happens with the apps, the games, the websites. Like, developers will charge you more based on your skin color, based on how professional you sound or whatever. Like, they will charge you more. There's a lot of people that just take chances. Okay, so you need to get different quotes from different people, 5 different people, and then you need to take the average. And then the people that deviate far away from the average, throw them away. Okay, let's do an example. The one $6,000, the one charges 130. Let's say another one charge you 3,000, the other one charge you also 3,000, another one 4,000. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I already have 5. And then divide that by 5. Then the average price is $3,200. Example. Then the one that charged you 160 or 130, like, he's probably not going to be able to do it. He's giving you a shit price. Or let's say it was the other way around. One charges you 130, the other one charges you 500, another one 400, then 350, and then this random one that charges you 6,000, divide by 5, you take the average, and then you get $1,500. So then you obviously know the person that charges $6,000 is trying to scam you. And then you go to the other developers. So they will always try to take chances. Very important to understand. Ja, so you just need to Johan, jy moet net gaan en nog voorbeelde kry. You need to go and get more examples of quotes from more developers. Very important. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not doing that, not doing that. Okay, so this is a little way to double your clients. Okay, this is just something I've done. I think I did this in March. I did this just as proof of concept that you can make a shit ton of money. So a way to double your clients, as I said in the beginning, the more people that see you, the more people knows about you, the more people can potentially buy from you. Okay, which is very important because it's like running ads. The more ads you run, the more money you make. Okay. And if your door is open the whole time, there more opportunities can come in. That is why I created the whole Upwork. Like, I'm going to talk about Upwork now, by the way. So the same way you can get projects on Freelancer, you can also get projects on Upwork. So, and that is also diversifying your income. I have Upwork, Freelancer, the auto BPO thing, and I have like an AI business I also run on the side, which if you guys want to know more about that in the future, you probably maybe use my AI product. I don't like not the auto BPO software. There's something else like I'm mini co-owner in. It's very cool. Hopefully I don't like lose all my money. Hopefully not. But I have like a lot of like income from different sources. That is how you are supposed to do it, because anything can, like, obviously you can get banned on Freelancer, yes, but anything can happen on Freelancer side as well. Let's say you're getting 100,000 rand per month from Freelancer. Ooh, yippee, but that's your only source of income, and Freelancer's database crashes for some reason. Then you're down 100,000 rand for that month and you have no other income. Then you're fucked. So you need to diversify your income. Okay, very important. So this is a way to diversify your income, is to get onto Upwork as well as a freelancer. Okay, so this is something I did on Upwork. This is my Upwork statistics. So my 12-month earnings is $2,730, but that is actually for 1 month. I literally tried this for 1 month with no reviews, no reputation, and I made $2,730. Okay, I sent 99 proposals. Out of that 99 proposals, 43 people saw my proposals. 14 people sent me a message, and then 2 people ended up hiring me and paying me a total of $2,730. So this is the same as freelancer, but on Upwork, there's less competition, but it is more expensive to apply for a job because on Upwork, you pay per connect. You pay, I think, 400 Rand for, I think it's on the next page. Yeah, so you pay 400 Rand for 150 connects, which basically means you pay 400 Rand to apply for 15 jobs. So in total, I paid 400 Rand for 150 connects, which lets me apply to 15 jobs per month, per pack. And I applied for 99 jobs, as you can see over here on Upwork. So that means I bought 6.6 packs. So multiply that with 400 Rand. So a lot of math nerd shit, but I ended up spending 2,640 Rand for that month to apply for this 99 jobs. But out of that 2,640 Rand, I literally landed 2 jobs that got me $2,730. Okay. Then I paid my developers a total of 12,000 Rand. So I literally walked away with 34,500 Rand. I spent 2,640 Rand on the ads, on the connects to apply for the jobs, and I made 34,500 Rand back that month. It's basically like printing money. It's like running ads and then printing money. Very cool. And the tool I used was Biddies 2.0. So the OGs will know Auto BPO was normally called Biddies. So this is Biddies 2.0. Biddies 2.0 is for Upwork. So if you want to diversify your income, you want more money, more potential clients, then you need to get the Upwork Auto Bidder. Okay, it's not needed if you just want to focus on freelancer, but it is needed if you want to diversify income. So as you can see over here, this is Auto Bidder. I don't want to put it on now, but it is there, and you apply for it, and you can see like all the jobs posted. And on Upwork, there's literally like max 10 people that can apply for a job. So the conversion rate per proposal is way better than freelancer. But again, you pay 400 Rand to apply for 15 jobs. So where on freelancer, you pay like 1,800 Rand to apply for 3,000 jobs. So it is a bit more expensive, but the conversion rate is way better because there's not a lot of people applying for the jobs. So yeah, that is the Upwork Auto Bidder. And then this is the Trello board that I've spoken about. So yeah, you can go to a bunch of WordPress sites. Whoa. Don't screenshot that. Let me go to this one, food. This is the website that other guy wanted to see. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Bro, I wasn't sharing my screen the whole time. Fuck. Okay, sorry, okay, let me just go through this again. So this is my statistics. I made $2,730 in 1 month. You moet your screen share. I do know. Can you guys see it now? You guys can see it. You guys can see it now, right? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, quiet. So I made $2,730 in 1 month without any reviews, without reputation on Upwork. And this is the statistics of it. So I put why is it doing that? So in total I paid 2,640 Rand to apply for 99 jobs on Upwork. And out of that 2,640 Rand I spend, as you can see over here, 44 people viewed my proposals, 14 sent me a message, and 2 people hired me. And out of that 2 people that hired me, I made 49,140 Rand. And I paid my developers 12,000 Rand. So in total, I made 34,500 Rand. So I essentially paid 2,640 Rand to get 34,500 Rand, okay? It's basically me printing money. So that is what it looks like. This is Biddies 2.0. In the old days, Auto BPO was called Biddies, but now it's called Auto BPO. So yeah, this is basically what it does. Is it applies for jobs automatically posted on Upwork, and on Upwork there's only 10 people that apply per job, so the conversion rate is way better. Yes, it's more expensive, but the conversion rate is better, which basically means it cancels out, which basically means you can make the same amount of money on Upwork as on Freelancer. That is what it means. And then you get access to the Trello board. Like this is the Trello board. And the thing is, a lot of people, the reason I came up with the Trello board was because a lot of people were like, oh, but now I need to wait for my developer to send me examples of work, blah, blah, blah. I don't wait. I never wait, because if you wait, you mess with the second rule, which is speed. Okay. If you don't have speed, you're not going to make it. When a client says, send me examples, you need to send that examples right now. Okay. That is why I have the Trello board. I use this Trello board myself. This is mostly stuff that I created, but there's other developers attached to it. So over here, you can see, here's a cool website, Santari, blah, 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 blah. Here's the website. You can see the website was changed a bit recently. You can go to, here's a bunch of WordPress sites, boom, boom, boom. You can click on whichever one. You can see here's a website, nice and pretty website. You can go on, let's look at here, video animation logos, 3D, here's games, here's a 3D game you can play. Like this is all examples that the client might ask you for. And if you can show the client these examples, they will hire you, because you're like, boom, here's examples instantly, no waiting time. So then they will hire you definitely over someone else. Okay, yes, there's a 3D example, here's a 2D game. Let me go and play it a bit. As you can see over here, there's a lot of examples attached that you can instantly share with a client, depending on what they have. Obviously, you're not going to share them an example of games you've created if they want a website. Then you just go to the website funnel, and you pick like the culture and charity website. Oh, sorry, this is the website the one guy wanted to see. So you pick this, and this is a cool website. Look at this shit. Boom, boom, boom. Tell me you're not going to land a project with this website as an example. Like that's the website. That is stuff you get access to. So yeah, that is basically it. Just a broad overview. If you want access, this is just like the value, like I've done calculations, and this is the value of the Buddies 2.0. This is the value of like a PDF guide. This is the value of the examples of work done. It's like the value is way more than that, because you land projects way faster. So the value of that is way more. And then on this Trello board as well, you get about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 9 vetted developers. So here's Figma to WordPress examples, and then there's the developer on Upwork. I need to do some stuff to get that, because my buddies is on, but there's literally a link to someone that is on Upwork that you can contact right now. Okay. And the cool thing about this is people, like, they have access to this boards, like they have access to it, so everyone can add stuff. So this will just grow and grow and grow and grow the whole time. So there's, I think, 3 Trello boards, and it looks a bit different for everyone, because more stuff is added the whole time, which is very cool. Anyways, that is that. Trello board, Buddies 2.0 setup. You can get like all 2 of those for 3,500 Rand once off. It was 5,000 Rand last time I had a workshop, but if you want access to it, it's only 3,500 Rand once off. And the like thing is only valid until the 10th of August. I might make it until the 9th of August, because the workshops end the 8th of August. I don't want to lose money. And I paid a lot to create that software, by the way. I need to make my money back. So it's 3,500 once off. Then you get the Buddies 2.0 setup and the Trello board. If you only want the Trello board, then you can get it for 1,500 Rand. And I'll put a link on the group or whatever after the workshop if you want access to that. So yeah, that's basically the workshop. And then I want to leave you with one quick line. If you want to be successful, you must be willing to take risks. Comfort zones are the enemy of progress. If you are comfort in the situation you are in, you're not going to make any changes. Okay. If you don't take risks, you are just going to be comfort. If you take a risk and you uncomfort yourself a bit, you might actually create something and make more money, or you might discover something or whatever. So that is a very good quote. If you want to be successful, you must be willing to take risks. Comfort zones are the enemy of progress. So yeah, that was the basic workshop thing. So I'm gonna stay for, let's say, 10 more minutes until 9 o'clock, and anyone can ask any questions. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. You can leave if you want, or you can stay for the questions. There will be 10 minutes for questions. Okay. So for those who paid for the trailer board separate will be charged again. Now, if you already bought the trailer board, then you won't be charged again. It doesn't make any sense. Um, Oh, or do you mean if you already bought the trailer board and now you want Bittrex, I will give you a separate thing. Like I think I can do Bittrex for 2,500 rand for now if you already bought the trailer board. But if you didn't, you need to pay 3,500 rand for the trailer board and the Bittrex thing. You can't, not Bittrex, I mean Buddies 2.0. Yeah, but you can't buy Buddies 2.0 separately because the trailer board it works for Buddies, it works for freelancer and for Upwork. The trailer board, like the examples, you can use it for freelancer and you can use it for Upwork. But yeah, very important. Thank you. I appreciate it. How do I like? Can I like the stuff? No, that's stupid. How do we check how many bids we have on the freelancer app? I think I did show that. Let me show it again. So to check how many bids you have, you click on freelancer, then you scroll down and you see here it will say how many bids you have. Did you make that money using the auto bidder for Upwork or was it done manually? All that was with the Upwork auto bidder, the $2,740. Like I started with no reviews, no reputation. It was all made with the Upwork auto bidder. I did not apply manually at all. Because if I pay through a creator code, will I pay that price the rest of the term? Yes. So if you used someone's code, you like that is what you pay. I think it's 2,700 rand. You pay that forever. You don't pay 3,000 rand. If you are starting out and it takes 15 days to withdraw on freelancer, should you fund the dev with money? Yeah, unfortunately, in the beginning, I think if you withdraw directly to your like FNB or whatever, then it takes a long time. But it's just the first withdrawal. The rest is like 2 days, 3 days. But yeah, you'll need to fund it in the beginning with your own money. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. The beginning is the most difficult for everyone. No, the 2,500 rand it's 3,500 by the way, and it's once off. You only pay it once off, but you do need to still have your like auto BPO membership. You still need to have that because I'm still using the OpenAI API. You don't buy AI bids on the Upwork auto bidder. There's no AI bids because you already have your subscription on the auto BPO website. I pay for your AI bids with the Upwork auto bidder. So all you do is pay 3,500 and once off, and then you get access to the Upwork auto bidder. Nothing else. No AI bids for Upwork auto bidder. Nothing. If you don't reply in 2 minutes and the client gets pissed off, then the client is a fucking idiot. Like who replies in 2 minutes? On Upwork, how many bids can be placed, and is there premiums on Upwork? So on Upwork, you pay $27 a month, and then you get 150 bids. But you can also buy connects separately. You pay 400 rand for 150 connects. It's not really that expensive, but it is expensive. It's not expensive, but it's more expensive than on freelancer. But unlimited, you can buy as many connects, you can place as many bids as you want. Everything is the same as like the auto BPO on the Upwork auto bidder. You can like set your skills, you can set like countries. It's basically the same thing as the freelancer auto bidder, but it's for Upwork. It's the same thing. It works the same way. It looks the same. It's the same. Any tips for pricing? Like I don't know how much to charge a guy for a project when I don't know the terminology. Client wants an MT5 copy EA with a budget of $50. How do I know what the dev cost? So if you don't know how much the dev cost, then you need to ask the developer how much he's going to charge. And then you charge the client accordingly. You don't ever charge the client until you know how much someone is going to charge you. And you need to get the quote from different people. Very important. Oh, what's why I said. Oh, that's why you said it's more expensive because you only get bids per month on Upwork, correct? Yeah, you get 150 bids per month on Upwork. Yes, exactly. Ek het nie veel bids op freelancer oor, kan jy dalk my help? Ek moet my freelance membership die 9de betaal, maar ek het nie meer bids oor nie. Kan jy my help? En vir ad nooit nog 9 dae. Zander Koekemoer, do you mean you don't have AI bids left? How many AI? Let me log in your account quickly. Let me check. Where can I get the cheap devs for the Indian clients charging? For example, it's my devs hourly rate. Just need to look for them. Yeah, no, the user earnings is now $75,000. I'm here on the software now. See, that is insane. Sander Koekemoer. You already have AI bids. You have 1,700 AI bids. I can't give you bids on freelancer. I can only give you free AI bids. But if your freelancer membership only renews the 9th of August, then just wait. Wait until it renews. It's fine. It's 3 days. It's not going to damage you. Just wait until it renews. Where can I blah blah? There's only 30 people. Spin the wheel. I'm not going to spin the wheel. Should I spin the wheel? Should I spin the wheel? Should I spin the wheel? There's only 30 people, you're correct. I'll spin the wheel for AI bids. I'll spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel. Oh my soul. I'll spin the wheel. I'm gonna give you guys how am I gonna do this? Fuck. Just so. Okay, how do I do this? Okay. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. On the bugs and errors. Okay, no, that's gonna be on the student wins group. Put your name there so I know who you are. Then I'm gonna add you on the wheel. Put your name on the bug and on the student wins group. I'm gonna spin a few times and I'll give whoever wins 500 AI bids. Put your name on the student wins group. Fuck! Yes, so. Why do I always do this? Don't put spin the wheel. Don't put spin the wheel on the group because I don't want the other people to do it also. Yes, so. Janne! Fucking hell. Prof. You guys know I need to pay. Like for the AI bids, I need to pay for that. That's fucked up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. At least let me make a video out of this. Maybe I can make my money back if people see the spin to win. Let me make a video. Give me 1 second. I just need to add all the names here. I was talking to myself. Fucking hell. I'm gonna do that. Just give me 1 second. I'll. Dirk Bota. Bro, wat doen ek? Dirk Bota daar, boom. I swear there's more names on this than people that actually joined the shop. Now there's 36 people. What? There was... Bro. Okay, this is the last names. No more names. No more names. You missed out. If you didn't put it there, you missed out. Okay, boom. Let ChatGPT do its thing quickly. Let me see how many names were there. You're on the dot, 36 names. Why the fuck is there 40 people on the workshop now? There was 31. No. How do I add them? I'm not gonna manually do this, bro. Entries, not advanced. Bro, I swear last time I could add them all. Or was it separated by something else? Fuck, that's weird. Wait, let me refresh this shit. Keegan Monster. Bro. Oh, okay. Okay, it needs to be underneath each other. Write names underneath each other. Okay, boom. Now we have it. And Clint. I need to remember Clint. Woo! Spin to win, spin to win. 500 AI bits. Let me make a video. Who is Juice? Put in the chat that you won, or send me a message or something. Put it in the chat. Is Juice here? Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, how many more times should I do it? 2 more times. No, I already said 5. I said 5. Shit. Okay. 3 more. 3 more. Yo, I don't have no clue who that is. Yup. Okay, send me a message when you win. Send me a message with the email you signed up with so I can add the stuff to you. Okay? Again. Dirk, Mr. Dirk. Mr. Dirk. Okay. Yo, bro, you literally just commented. How many times did I spin now? How many times did I spin? 4 times. I think I need to spin one more time. Hopefully per half jaar. Ek's in 'n deficit in nie. Man's in 'n deficit. Okay, one more time. One more. Ah, ernstig. Okay, one more. Only one more. No way, one more. Okay. Rushlin. Okay, now we are done. Thank you guys for joining the workshop. I appreciate it. Very weird that more people joined the workshop once I started to do the spin to win. But anyways, bye bye. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Bye bye. Bye. Fun times. Fun times. Send me a WhatsApp with your email if you want. Bye bye.